right, so we're going to see here if the Snap-on team is going to crank this bad boy up. I'm still amazed by how big those tires are and how wide those tires expand. And they're designed to do that, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're designed to work like a flywheel. That's why they grow while the car's going down the track.
Gotcha, that makes sense. And I noticed that in between, after they spin out, they come back, and there's dudes wiping the tires down. Are they cleaning it, or are they putting traction on it, or?
No, they're just kind of like roughing, taking any kind of loose debris or material that may have been picked up while the burnout. Just similar to what he's doing right now, just wiping any kind of loose debris on it.
Okay. And I imagine there's going to be debris riding to it.
Yeah.
And then, oh, no problem, brother. Do you think? So riding to it, they get debris, and then they do the spin out, and it's that time, it's like, hey, let's clean the tires for a fresh new start.
Yes. Yes.
I'm catching on, man. I'm catching on. Oh! Shoemate with the rescue. No problem, no problem. Good job, Shoemate.
Thank you. I'll collect my pay after the end.
So this is Snap-on Cruz
Pedregon.
Come on. There we go.
Cruz Pedregon.
Nice. Yeah, I see him cleaning the tires now. Okay. So after each race, or each event, they bring it in and just tweak it, rebuild it?
No, they will go completely through the engine because nitro methane is burned so violently in the cylinder. They have to check the bearings in the crank of both the rod and the mains. They have to check the block and make sure there's no problem with it. Oftentimes you'll see them even pulling a sleeve out where it may have hurt the sleeve, but if the damage is too great to the engine, they have prepared short blocks that they'll actually change the entire engine out.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense to some people. All right, so what's that stuff they're pouring in there? Is that the fuel or just oil?
No, that is a combination of alcohol and nitromethane. And you'll see, we probably missed that part, but the fuel manager, what he does is he will take a hydrometer and they are only allowed a certain percentage of nitro to alcohol mixture. So he uses a hydrometer to make sure he's within the limits. Because they can come, NHRA can come by here and test the limits of the fuel at any time. And it tells them how much alcohol to put in there versus how much nitromethane. They'll actually crank the car on alcohol and then switch it over to nitromethane. So they're getting ready to make some noise here shortly.
I need to back up.
Yeah. No, we're gonna stand right here and eat all that nitro.
I don't think nitro's on my diet. But I mean, and it's funny to look at it without the actual frame on it, because I'm still amazed by that. That you think it's like one of those rail cars without the body on it, but then you realize that body's over there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. And I know something to do as well.
This is all bent tubing. Makes up the chassis, and then the body is a mixture of either all carbon fiber or a fiberglass carbon fiber combination.
They save weight where they can.
Yes, absolutely.
And I noticed that when they do their burnout in the box or whatever, I don't know what that's called, they'll back up and then they'll lift the hood.
Yes.
And
they
so
lift the body up.
So why is that? To look at it again or to fine tune it?
Yep. They're going to check for any external leaks. They're going to look at the engine and make sure everything's operating like it's supposed to be. And then the crew chief is going to open up a box over there, and he's got a set of timers that he can manipulate to cause the clutch in the car to actually apply at different times through air solenoids. So if he feels like the track can handle a little more horsepower, he will change the timers and be prepared to set those right there at the moment while the engine's running, and they close the body and send the car down the track. Now this is Cruz Pedregon in the black and pink right here. He's getting ready to climb up into the cockpit, and they're going to fire the engine up, test fire it, and make sure everything's operating like it should before they put the body back on it and pull it up for the next round of qualifying.
Facebook, X now, TikTok, Instagram. Okay. Dude, I'm still amazed by the machinery and the engineering with this kind of stuff. I'm not used to this. You know, it's like my first time here. And so I can't wait to crank it up. What I should have is a double camera, but you rocking it?
Yeah.
So it's about to get crazy?
Yes.
All right. It's that loud, huh?
So now he's mounting a starter on the front of the engine that engages a pulley drive, and that starter will actually turn the engine over as they apply. You'll see them take a bottle and squirt alcohol into the injector ad.
So that little starter is the one that actually makes it start.
Yes.
Like he said earlier, like Stu said,
Yeah.
it takes the engine to start the engine.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
So in front of this. All right, that's crazy, first of all. It's awesome. Holy shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I can't breathe. I'm about to pass the fuck out. All right, I'm going back in. Good God, that hurt.
That's a no-code 93.
It's like I breathe.
And with 104 octane boost poured in there.
I breathe straight fire.
Yeah.
I was like, how long can I last? How long can I last?
That's up to you.
Yeah, that's why I walked off.
It's like getting pepper spray.
Jesus Christ. No, that's not. I've been pepper sprayed. I've been CS gassed. I've been tasered.
That's the same except different.
That right there,
It's got a different taste, don't it?
I tell you what, yeah. It's like smelling dead bodies. You always smell it later. I'm gonna walk around in my kitchen like, Amoco, snap-on tools. Holy crap.
Nitromethane.
Nitromethane.
Throw this shirt away.
That was something else. I mean, it's just, you can't breathe. You're just done breathing.
Love it.
Yeah, I've never, wow. Got my eyes watering on that one. I had to cut out on filming, sorry about that. I'm gonna move over here to the side. That was rough. That was real rough. So what is that tank in the back?
That is part of the fire suppression, and also in their helmet they have a fresh air system
Hey, I wondered that. I know a lot of times they'll ride with their doors on or some kind of air flowing into the cabin after a burnout. I guess that's to keep you from passing out behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool.
They have that fresh air system because nitro and alcohol combined, it doesn't actually have a flame that you can visibly see, especially alcohol. Alcohol will burn and you won't even know it's burning until it's burning you. And there's 2 big fire bottles on the front of the engine. Along that fresh air system helps the driver.
Is that the gray ones right there in front of the front tire?
Yes.
Okay.
And that fresh air system helps the driver sort of survive those critical seconds when he's unhooking the belt and opening the hatch to get out of the top of the car.
Okay.
So once they do a run-in like this right here, he may have, you may have heard him blip the throttle a couple of times, and what that does is he's setting a clutch. They may have changed some things in the clutch, and he's applying the clutch while he's applying RPMs to the engine to help set the clutch, so they know that it'll have a predictable adhesion when he applies it from the starting line.
All right, and now he's measuring the tires again, like we saw that at
We've seen that before.
Yeah. So with these tires, they got to be the same circumference because they're going in a straight line.
Correct.
Not like the racetrack.
Not like in a round track.
Okay.
They want to keep them the identical circumferences. It actually helps drive the car because there is a certain amount, depending on how hard the car leaves, there's a certain amount of time and distance that the car will travel that the front wheels are never touching the ground. Only the rear wheels and this wheelie bar wheel right here are the only things contacting the ground. And obviously if the front wheels are off the ground, you cannot steer the car.
Now I have seen it that when they're going down the line, they have to steer this thing.
Yes.
Because it will go to one side or the other just because, I guess, just physics. But
these are one of the most physical cars to drive, from what the drivers have said. These are, it takes a lot of physicality to drive these cars. And if we go over here and look at Matt Hagan, you can see he's not a small fella.
all right. Well, that was the commish giving an old lesson here to Professor about some race cars. Stu, anything to put in?
I'll burn your house down.
He will too.